Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click that little red button below, and if you'd like to be notified of my posts first, click the bell and it'll send you a notification as soon as I post. Okay, so earlier this week I shared some of Bruce McArthur's story with you guys about how he was charged back in 2001 for an incident involving hitting a gentleman over the head with a metal pipe. He ended up getting a conditional sentence for that. Guess what? So I'm reading up on more of Bruce McArthur, and he was actually questioned in November of 2012 regarding one of the people who was missing. And it's just absolutely astounding to me, but I mean, I guess they didn't have any proof at the time that it was him. But it's astounding to me that they questioned him and literally had him in their room, in their grips, and then had to let him go due to lack of evidence. And years went by before they were actually able to, get a warrant, and that was a secret warrant, to get into his home to download his, like a hard copy of his computer. So when that happened, that they had enough sort of suspicious evidence that he may be linked, they got the secret warrant and then got into his place, got a copy of his computer, and was able to, find out more where he's been searching, what he's been responding to, what sites he's been on, and all that type of jazz. So it wasn't until the summer of 2017 when they had started to take an even closer look at McArthur, and they were able to find out that he had sold his vehicle, his minivan, to the scrap metal for $150. So that vehicle was recovered, and there was in fact blood found in the trunk as well as the back seat that then linked him to one of the missing men. Authorities at that point put him under 24-hour surveillance, and police prepared warrants, and arrests were made. So 10:30 in the morning on January 18th was when McArthur's life completely changed from being a serial killer to being locked up and dealing with trial and probably spending the rest of his life in behind bars. There is information since McArthur's arrest and his computer being taken that there were photo evidence that some of the victims that he had in his apartment, he had taken photos of those people. One of the gentlemen that survived an attack with McArthur explained that he had agreed to take some drugs with McArthur in his apartment, and then he later kind of awoke to, find himself tied up and McArthur doing things to him. So very odd that this person, didn't go to the police or didn't get any authorities involved in what had happened to him. I suppose there are some people out there that these things may happen to, and they feel that maybe it's no big deal, or they could just forget about it. If that person is you, though, I'd like you to know, though, if someone out there is doing something like that to you, who else are they doing it to, and what else are they doing? So, I mean, if you don't feel like it's that big of a deal, it may be for the next person, and you may be able to stop that by saying something. So please don't be afraid to speak up, because nothing that you don't consent to is okay, just so you know. What's odd is that McArthur started his life very normal. He married his high school sweetheart. He was just a regular salesman for a couple of Canadian companies that were manufacturers. He had a son and a daughter, and to everyone's eye, he seemed like a very normal, nice, kind man. I'm not sure what went wrong, but I'm pretty anxious to find out about it in court. And I'm hoping that there is a motive here, that there is some sort of explanation, because why does somebody do this? Why does somebody go so sideways like this? I think it's just brutal. So stay tuned, folks, and I'll let you know what I find out as we go along the way. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like, if you had any comments, please add those in. I love hearing from you folks. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye for now.